I'm excited about acquire HIV. Janice talked about sort of gay, bisexual men and other MSMs. But in Massachusetts, we have a really significant people diagnosed with HIV in Massachusetts since the beginning of the epidemic. Okay, we have about 1.1 million people living with HIV in the country. There are over 18,000 people living with HIV in Massachusetts right now. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about who those people are, what they look like. There's a lot of references to disparities. And so I'm going to talk about that somewhat. There's a lot of people around the room who are familiar. Gary, who just spoke, I've worked with for many years, Reverend Burks, Greg Eugene's here, Wanda from CFAR. There's a lot of folks who've been doing this a long time. So talk to those folks and collaborate with them. Oh gosh, you can't really see my slides terribly well, but I want to, there's like a delay, which just freaked me out because I heard my own voice. I want to share some data with you guys. Not because data is incredibly exciting all the time. In fact, sometimes too many numbers can be a little bit boring. But I want, as you guys go out and you're in neighborhoods, you're talking with people, I want to make sure you have some information.
I do a lot of work with people all around the country, and so many people, particularly Black organizations, you talk to them about their public health departments, they have horrible relationships, don't get what they need, don't get respect, and we have had great relationships with this Department of Health for a very long time, and supported Max forever, and we're really happy that we have smart folks who actually follow the epidemic and know what's happening.
Thanks, Gary. Help from the organizers to pull up my slides if they're not in an obvious place, or they're right here.
So Janice referred to sort of public health focused organization and said, hey, I really want to do HIV programming in my chapter or in my neighborhood. They would really be, you know, extremely happy to be. I think I'm going to end with this. Although this is an HIV/AIDS event, part of what I think incredibly important, since we're all here in the room to talk about, or to think about as we're listening to sort of what's going on in the HIV/AIDS epidemic, is that it's important for us to take care of our health, generally speaking, and our sexual health specifically. Those things are really important. So while HIV/AIDS is important in terms of the disproportionate impact that it has on communities of color, we are also disproportionately impacted by other things. And so part of this is raising awareness about HIV, but it's also about raising awareness about self-efficacy and self-care. And so you'll be hearing about that on the radio over the week as we bring various subject matters to Big City 101.3 and talking about how we can take better care of ourselves as a community and what that means. And I think that's it. I think I just want to end with saying that I am so incredibly humbled and honored that this room looks the way it looks. And all of my blood, sweat, and tears over the past few weeks definitely, you know, it makes it all that much worth it. And I'd do it again if I thought that I could reach the same amount of people and bring the same amount of resources and education. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move along. Next, we're going to hear from Don Caputo, who's the director.
Because they're looking to partner with me. And I know the big issue is all of our resources, right? Because everyone's like, we need resources to do programming. But I think part of that is initiating the conversation and going and using the resources that are there in our community. Because one of the things I think we recognize as a community is that, you know, we often cry out when things are taken away. So it's important